So I just finished playing a bunch of Jamboree TV today. I tried out all the modes, I tried out the online stuff, and just to get to the point, is this worth $20? I don't know if I would say this is really worth 20 bucks unless that you know that you're going to play this with a group of friends, because really that is the highlight of Jamboree TV, is the fact that you can use a camera and you can talk to people. Well, obviously you do that through Discord, but like you can actually see like everyone's reactions while you're playing. That is honestly pretty fun. It's probably my favorite part of the whole thing, but we'll really go into it. But I would say, like, in general, this probably isn't worth $20, and I don't even know if something like this is ever going to go on sale. I would say, like, maybe if it ever went on sale for, like, $5, like just the Switch 2 edition, maybe it'd be worth it. I have no idea how that's going to work. They might not even do sales for Switch 2 upgrade packs, but let's get into the actual game. So something that I found a little bit interesting was, when you boot up the game, you're presented with a brand new menu, and you can either play the regular game or you can play Jamboree TV. And I kind of thought that these were going to be combined together. At least that's how I perceived it to be, but no, that's just not how it works at all, which is really weird because once you actually get into the menu for Jamboree TV, you can still just play regular Mario Party, but through Jamboree TV and not just through the regular game. So a little funky, but like for the most part, it does the job. It works. Now, in terms of the new stuff that's in here, we have Bowser Live. We've got Carnival Coaster. Those are the two new modes. I'll really quick talk about Bowser Live. This is definitely the worst mode. It has very much like a 1-2 switch energy to where like it's kind of amusing the first time you do it, but there is absolutely no substance to it whatsoever. So the idea behind Bowser Live is Bowser's dancing around on a stage. You can play with up to 4 people, and you don't play traditional mini games. You're playing camera mini games and microphone mini games, which is kind of cool. Except for the fact that there's only, I believe, 3 microphone minigames and 3 camera games. So you can pick between 6 different games for the whole thing, and that's pretty much it. And something else that's really weird is Bowser Live, as well as the Carnival Coaster, are not available online. What do you mean they're not available online? The regular board game, which is more complex, is, but not the brand new modes? That doesn't make any sense to me. Like, it's not that I would want to play Bowser's Live besides maybe one time, but it's still really, really bizarre. So yeah, basically you're doing that, and then when you get to the end, you have to basically yell as loud as you can and move a bunch to like get points. It's dumb. I think this would be a really fun game to play like with your kid or something. I could see that being a lot of fun, but just playing it on your own, or just, like I said, there's just not much to it. It is kind of amusing how, you know, like you have to actually stand up for this game, and you can like, you know, move around. The game will throw you through, you'll like go through pipes and stuff, and you'll be like standing in the crowd and you can like wave around and stuff. Like I said, it is very 1-2 switch kind of energy to where it's really amusing at first, but the gimmick fades very quickly. So then after that is Carnival Coaster, and this one's actually kind of cool. So basically, you just kind of like ride a roller coaster. There's a bunch of different places you can pick from, and all of them work a little bit differently. But you go through the coaster, you can shoot stuff down, and in between that, you'll play a bunch of mouse mini games. And there's a lot of pretty decent mini games in here. Some of my favorites were like shell hockey. There was bob-omb toss, Goomba Scoopas. I think that's what that was called. Those were some of my favorites. The mouse mini games are great. I just kind of wish that there was more of them. I believe there's only 14 mouse mini games, so it's not a lot. But what is kind of nice is you can actually play the mouse mini games in the regular board, but you have to get a 2v2 to be able to play them. So the odds of it happening is still kind of small, but like you can technically finally add additional mini games to just the regular board game, which is kind of cool. But yeah, in terms of the actual coaster stuff, it also has like this little like camera when you're like going down jumps to get like a POV. Well, not really a POV, but I guess like a different camera angle. And that's pretty funny. Like you can do like, woo, you can throw your hands up when you're like going down the coaster if you want. It's, again, you kind of have to make your own fun with it, just like with Bowser Live. Like both of these modes, it all comes down to if you're playing with other people. Like this is definitely something that you want to play with friends. It makes the games a lot more fun. In terms of the actual coasters, I really liked the haunted one. That one was really cool. You're going like this through this like big haunted mansion. And then at the end, you have to shoot down King Boo. And Trial Coaster was also kind of neat, where you're able to basically, pick whatever minigame was coming up next. So that was nice. And beyond that, I tried out the free play really quickly. And something that I found kind of interesting was the free play, it allows you to play any minigame in the game. It also adds the mouse minigames and the microphone minigames, but strangely, the camera minigames aren't in free play. So you can only play those through Bowser Live. I don't know why it's like that. I have no idea. Maybe I just didn't see it somewhere. I guess that could be it. Maybe it's because maybe I just didn't have my camera plugged in. But no, I did have my camera plugged in, so I have no idea why they weren't there. And also the talking flower is, and I guess I to go back to Carnival Coaster real quick. Well, you'll see the talking flower a lot, and he's just kind of like cheering you on or saying, really just silly stuff. He kind of adds to the whole coaster experience, I suppose. He's charming, he's endearing. In terms of the actual Mario Party game with the webcams. So this was really interesting, just because, like I said earlier, you can see everyone's reactions while you're playing, which is really cool. And it does honestly kind of make it a lot more fun. And it's weird because, I played plenty of Mario Party in person, way more than online. And it almost felt like I was there with them in the room. And, obviously I wasn't. We're all in completely different rooms. It's online. But just the fact that I can actually see everyone's face while we're playing, I don't know, just something about it. Just the fact that, the little bubbles follow your characters around. And even when you're playing the mini games, you can still see your characters. It's just, it actually works really well. I kind of like it. It definitely makes for a very different feeling Mario Party. It feels a lot more personal. Now, when I was playing with Schiller, Daniel, Alec, and stuff, and I was having some fun. I was dropping the creepy dice blocks on Daniel like a million times over and over, and whenever I would do that, he would pretend to die because he was getting poisoned. And something that is also hilarious is when you play Chance Time, everyone's face is the roulette and it spins, and that's honestly just awesome because as you're kind of going through and the roulette is spinning and then characters are getting selected from Chance Time, you get a literal live reaction to whatever happens. So really, really cool stuff, honestly. So does that make it worth $20? Like I said, I really only think that this would be worth $20 if you see yourself playing this game with people several times, because that's a lot to spend. It really could have been a free update, or at the very least $5 or something, because there's just not a lot of content here. Yes, the ability to be able to use the game chat and play with the webcams is really fun, and the new mouse mini games are really fun too, but there's just not a lot here for $20. I don't even know, this should have been at $10 at least, because it seems like they're only doing $10 and $20 packs. This should have been a $10 game, because 20 is, that's a lot to ask. But again, your mileage will vary depending on how many people you play with. And I think that's probably about it. So yeah, with that said, I'll see you all soon. I think I'm actually going to do a video on the Dragon Drive. I think that'd be kind of fun. I think the game is only $20 or something, or 10 or 20, something like that. It's not very much. So I'll probably do a video on that once that comes out. But yeah, that's about that. I'll talk with you all later.